Hi, I'm Devin Kane, and I'm doing the Avon Walk for Breast Cancer in memory of my mom, who passed away when I was 6 from breast cancer. Growing up, my mother and I had always been really close. I have a very strong memory of us in my living room, and we were dancing around to Michael Jackson. She was holding my hand, and we were just kind of throwing our arms everywhere, and we were just having a great time. And so I think our strong relationship is really what made, it so unbelievable that someone could just be such a strong part of your life and then one day just completely gone. I got up March 3rd thinking it was going to be a normal day of school. But before we left for school, my dad told us to say goodbye to my mom for one last time. Now, his wording got me a little. I wasn't sure what he meant by for one last time, but after thinking about it a little, I kind of understood what he meant. So we filed in one by one to say goodbye, and I made sure I was last, and I went in very slowly, and I went up to her in bed, and I grabbed her hand, and I said, I'm saying goodbye, because Dad said to say goodbye, but I know deep down that I'm not saying goodbye, because when I come home from school today, you'll be laying up here awake, and we'll go downstairs and we'll go and dance, and we'll just have a ball and we'll have fun, and it'll be like it was back before any of this ever changed. And so it was hard that day at school when the teacher stopped teaching, and I looked back in the classroom door and saw my dad standing there with my brother. I knew what it meant right away. The second the teacher stopped teaching and everyone in the classroom turned around toward the door, I knew what had happened, and I knew that my mother had passed away. It's hard not having my mom in my life. I think about it every day, from the ups and the downs, from during a performance when I look out into the audience, it's hard knowing that she's not going to be there cheering for me. It's hard when I go to a track meet and at the end of my race I run through the finish line and she's not there to give me a big hug and tell me I did a great job. It's hard when I get an A on that math test I studied so hard for and I can't come home to her checking ed line and seeing it. It's hard when I have a really bad day and she's not there to come home and give me advice on my problems. My mom completed the walk, walking the entire 39.3 miles in 2003, just 10 months before she passed away. Here's a shot of us at the finish line when I was 6 years old. The relationship that I had with my mother was something special and very strong, and I don't want any other kid to have to go through what I had to go through losing a parent. My sister and I are doing the walk in honor of my mom, because she can't do it again herself. Part of a requirement for doing the walk, and I guess the reason why the walk is such a big deal, is every participant in the walk that is walking has to raise a minimum of $1,800, which, as you can imagine, is a lot of work. And it's gonna be difficult to do, but we know that we can do it if we have a lot of people that are willing to donate and help us make a difference. We're doing the walk in memory of my mom, but we're also doing it for those whose lives are affected every day by breast cancer. Please, as a tribute, make a donation for her. We'll be thinking of her all 39.3 miles that we walk.